Just give me this moment. Women require a few things: respect. They have to respect you. They have to trust you, and they have to be willing to submit to you. They have to trust you to be able to submit to you. And if they respect you, they will listen to you. They can submit to you, right? The problem we have in this world right now is that, and I've noticed this, right, is even in my conversations on social media, I'll see a lot of black women say, why do black men not protect us? Black men. And I'm looking like, what? I protect all black women. But there's literally real women. I've argued back and forth and they'll tell me, black men don't protect us. I'm like, whoa, what do you mean? And I mean, and we'll go back and forth. I'm talking about 80 comments. And I'm looking like, why do you feel that way? The problem is this. There has been, we have to be accountable for this, right? As men, whether we like it or not.
That's tough. Yeah.
It is. We have to be accountable to the fact that the men before us let them down.
Oh,
it happened. The fact is it happened. Now bear in mind, when you leave somebody, you should give some time to process. That way you can start over and try again. A lot of people, when they leave each other, they don't take the time to process it. They move on again. And then eventually
rebound.
Right. Yes. And eventually that person becomes a person that pulls the same type of person. And then eventually they feel like everybody's exactly the same. So now you meet a guy who's willing to actually do it. And you won't give him the ability to be that traditional man you're looking for. Because in order for you to submit, you have to trust me. And you have to be willing to be soft enough to allow me to do that. Because when you love somebody and you abuse somebody, you have the ability to be hurt, right?
Of course.
So I would say even what you're speaking about is like, if you have a woman who had 3 or 4, 5 dudes before her and they all did the same shit, if I saw that and I met you, and if I meet you and I'm trying to like show you, look, this is who I am, this is what I got going on, and it means nothing to you, then I can't lead you because you're not able to be led.
Nah.
Either the niggas let you down or your father did. I don't know who the fuck did it, but somebody let you down as a man.
Don't say the F word.
Shit.
Because I'm gonna blame the F word.
Right, and that could be start of it. All right, I'm gonna add this to it too. What if the father did that and then the mother realized it and she showed her, don't trust no nigga?
Oh no, it's
right?
80% the F word. It's 80% F word the father. Can I talk now?
You can go ahead.
Fathers. Fathers. Most of the situations that I went through, now I'm realizing right now, it's always the father. Like, and I say that because for me to heal a lot of situations start with the fathers.
As a man. So you mean as a man being a lead is based off of situations?
Well, no, I'm saying this, let's get in the female shoe. I feel like there's maybe 3 situations, whether they cool with their father passed away, their father absent, or they don't have a great relationship with father. There's only 3. You're not saying y'all cool, y'all not cool, or he dead. You know what I'm saying? So I hate to say it like that, but it's like I experienced a lot of situations.
Bring the mic closer.
I experienced a lot of situations that it's the father. Like, I know enough about females. I can't understand females, but I understand y'all enough that it has something to do with the father. And I want all the females to understand that the underlying situation, it starts with him. Like, if you have a balance with him, I'm pretty sure that everything else is okay. But every person that I saw that had a disbalance with him, everything else
affected everything. So because the male is usually the head of the household,
of course,
and when he's not there, it affects either the girl or the boy.
Of course,
okay. Yeah, that actually makes sense because
perfect sense.
We're given the responsibility to manage everything, right?
Yes, to manage everything. But I think the absent father, because they skip him and go to the first baby daddy. Think about it. You know what I'm saying? Think about it a little bit. When if you met a girl and her dad wasn't around, she bases everything off that first baby daddy.
Right.
So it's like it's always a man, and
the male that they gave that position to.
Yes.
Okay.
But I won't say male because Mama might had a good friend who was a male who took. I
You
not
said baby. You
experienced
said
that.
baby daddy. So you mean like if say you speaking about women you might date?
I said I want to clarify male from relationship with a man because I know a female who had her mama had a male friend that she looked to as a dad, and that didn't affect her as much as her dad being absent.
Because she had somebody.
She had
But you
somebody.
more. But like, I guess when you say the male part, you said baby daddy. You mean more so if you're dating a woman, and she either has a baby daddy or she has a guy who was significantly important to her life, based off of how he treated her, it might affect the way she deals with
Oh,
you.
of course. I mean, the baby daddy situations is tough because it's so tough. I ain't lie. That's one thing that African Americans, us Geechees, us everything, we gotta fix that because it's it's terrible. It's terrible. Like
You think
I
it's more
want to say
prevalent in our community?
80% of us we need to fix that. Like when we have a problem with somebody, the first problem we have is with our baby mother and our baby father. We need to fix that. We gotta fix that.
Right.
Gotta fix that.
No, I don't disagree. But when I say but, let me rephrase that. However,
Mhm.
I think everybody should be accountable, right?
Yes.
Now, granted, when you first meet somebody after that, so say for instance you first start dating, right? When you first start dating somebody, you don't really have nothing to pull from. All you have to pull from is what you've experienced. So if you experience looking at something that was toxic, you can probably pull something toxic. Now, after you have more than 2 or 3 experiences of the exact same toxicity, at some point, whether you're a man or a woman, you have to be accountable for your choices you're making because the variable is different people. The constant is you. So either it can be what are you choosing, why are you choosing it, or why are you accepting it?
My choices, if those events that happen to me, there are two things that I would choose. I would choose that one, I'm not dating right now. Yeah, I'm not dating right now, or I'm getting into the lead position and I'm dating what exactly fits my needs so I can grow.
So you're speaking more from a man's perspective.
All. No, all. I'm gonna say all because I'm gonna say this right here. Like, if you're not ready to date, if you're not ready to build with somebody, if you're not ready to forgive, you're not ready to do this and that, do not get into a relationship because now you're bringing somebody new into a situation that you're going to hurt. And we know how we go. Usually, when we meet somebody, it's a year, it's a two things. So now you're hurting somebody that you're going to spend the next 2 years with. So let's say I meet this girl, but I'm still connected to a girl that I used to be with. So I hurt this girl in the beginning of my relationship, but I'm about to be with this girl for the next 2 years. Can you imagine the trauma I put on my life?
Right.
I met a girl, but in the beginning of the relationship, before I be with this girl for 2 or 3 years, I hurt her with another girl. It's people need to understand, like know when to hold them, know when to fold them. That is the new thing in my life right there and then. Because
right,
don't fuck with people. Like, you know what I'm saying? You need to know when to take a break, and
and I agree. That's the perfect that's the perfect advice. But people do it. Most people don't know when to stop. Most people, and a majority of people don't know they actually have a problem.
I can tell
they think everybody else is a problem.
I can tell you when I can. You let me give them
when,
advice.
when you think they know it's a problem?
I think when you know when it's a problem, when time is the thing that you study for everything in life. Time is progression. Okay, so if you're doing the same thing for 2 and 3 years, that's when you realize that it's not somebody else's fault, it's your fault. That's a real big statement right there. I just made this now. I'm gonna say that too. Because you can go a year and fucking up on somebody else's time. But once you go 2 years and you're still fucking up, At this point right now, self-evaluation. I stand on that. Right now, what a day is?
So your advice,
Yes,
your
I'm
advice
standing on that. What
so,
the day is?
all right.
Saturday, August the 6th. I'm saying this right now. And
Tom.
if you go 2 years and your life is still the same, I'm sorry, Louis.
Right.
2 years and your life is still the same. I want to say self-evaluation, because sometimes your life can be conflicted by choices of you being with somebody else who made bad choices. But if you went 2 years and your life is still looking bad, I say after that first year, it's time for you to look at your life.
Okay.
Am I wrong?
Yeah. I mean, I think everybody should do an assessment of where they are, regardless.
Yeah.
Whether it's going good or bad, you should do an assessment. The problem I think people have is because, again, you can have 3 or 4 or 5 issues. 3 or 4 or 5 issues can occur over 5 years. That's over 2. My point, I guess, what I'm saying is I feel like we have a lot of people in this world who lack accountability, and they blame everybody in what occurs.
Easy.
Now, I can tell you from my personally, I started being accountable when I really hurt certain people very close to me, and I had no intentions of doing it, but I fucked them up, and by doing it, it made me sit back for a second. And bear in mind, at that point, I didn't realize there was a problem with me. I just sat back and said, "Wait a second, something ain't right." I don't know what it was. I don't know I don't know if it's me. I don't know if it's you. I don't know if I'm liking the right. I don't know what it is, but I sat back. I did an evaluation, and I started asking people questions around me. I started really I separated myself from everybody and started evaluating my choices.
Same thing.
And when I did that, I realized, oh, it's me.
Same thing. No, but I'm gonna correct you that it's not a no, it's me. It's no, it's us. You're not wrong. Like, when I took accountability, it was to make me better. So I'm gonna make your statement sound a little better. It's not a no, it's me, because when you say no, it's me, you say that to the wrong individual, and now you're not letting them fix themselves.
Well, all right, let me.
You said what you said. So, you said what you said, right? But you told the individual.
But I said accountability. So when I say accountability, it's only based off of my choices. So granted, I'm not responsible for what you figure out. I'm not. If we spend too much time trying to figure out what people need to figure out on themselves, we already. You get a pie. Your pie has 6 slices. If I only have 5 slices left and the last piece is mine, I'm not going to give it to you to figure you out. Yeah. So when I say being accountable, I get what you're saying, but at this point, especially my age right now, I am selfish with my happiness. So no, I'm not going to look out for us. I'm going to look out for me. And when I say me, I mean more so, all right, what did I do? Okay, I might have fucked up. Cool, that's me. I might have accepted some bullshit from you I should never have accepted. That's on me.
Right.
I might have. Right. I ignored something I should ignore. That's on me.
See, that's
you feel what I'm saying?
Down we in a real pocket, cause we in a real pocket right now of accept the mistakes that's not your fault.
Right, and being accountable. If you're accountable for the shit, then you know what happens to that other person who tries to blame you. Well, I took accountable for me. What about you?
But how do I tell that person that I'm gonna be accountable, but you're still wrong?
So I'll answer that question for you. So check it out.
Ooh.
I'll answer that for you.
Ooh. How can I tell somebody that I'm gonna take your charge, but you're still wrong? Because
no. So I'm not taking your charge. I'm only going. No. I don't believe in owning anybody's mistake. Now, bear in mind, only mistake I'll give somebody is if I lead you on. If I lead you to believe something is not true.
Can I say a little bit right now? For knowing, I'm gonna put a little bit on the woman and a little bit on the men.
Be selfish.
Women do mistakes that's... I just had this conversation with my mama. I said, we were talking about something that's like, have you ever saw somebody be the mistake that was not intentional?
Yeah.
Okay, so I noticed that, and I'm sorry, blog, and I'm saying if y'all go in the blogs and all that, but I noticed that women make more mistakes that's unintentional than men. It seemed like y'all put us more in a place that when we make our mistakes, we already got our mind made up. And it seemed like, well, y'all make y'all mistakes, it's more of a mistake. My bad. I didn't mean to do. Okay, so boom. How do you react to a mistake that's not intentional.
I tell you that. So I hold you responsible. So if you make a mistake that you feel is not intentional, I hold you to it, regardless of what your intentions are. We're going to acknowledge it. First thing you're going to do is you're going to acknowledge it. And just let me finish it. I'm not going to let you get by this conversation without acknowledging it. If you don't acknowledge what you did, then we have nothing to talk about. You're going to first acknowledge it. Because if you acknowledge it, then two things happen. One is I know that you understand it. And second, if you fucking do it again, I know you're wrong. And I add 3 to it. It might not happen again because you acknowledge it. That's just probably
I don't think she's gonna do it again.
But the thing is, it's that if it's not intentional. But point being is, if you hold somebody accountable for their mistake, bear in mind, they could say it's a mistake, but it could be a problem.
But I'm gonna bump it up a notch. Okay, I'm gonna bump it up a notch. We in real good relationships. Like, I don't want to give advice to a person who might have a girl who ain't good. Let's say I have a good girl.
But everybody's human. So here's the issue. I don't separate nobody. It's the same thing.
I separated because a not good girl
can make a mistake.
Okay, and a good girl can make a mistake. Right. Okay,
so like
my girl.
Same
prime example. I'm gonna give a prime example. My girl, Kimmy. My girl told a dude that his Twitter looked nice. Jesus Christ.
His Twitter?
No.
You said Twitter looked nice? What's that mean?
Sweater looked nice.
Oh, sweater. I was like,
that's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's all this and all that. But like, I'm gonna give a couple of scenarios around it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay,
let's be real. Okay, so now you'd be like, oh, you're insecure and all this and all that. At this time, this is the beginning of our relationship. This is our relationship transitioning from one thing to another. This is I seen you engaged to a man telling him some stuff. Let's get real with this. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I don't want you to call me out and say that, oh, you insecure. Your girl just said that the dude's sweater look like nice. Let's give us a couple of scenarios, like, or maybe whatever. I'm not gonna put our tea out, but it's like, how do you manage that? Like, how do you manage when I know I have a good girl? So I'm gonna see that on camera. I know I have a good girl, but like, how do I manage when I want to keep shit in line? Because it's like
same way.
And that's the advice that I want, because I don't want the advice. A lot of people have put the advice out of a ratchet ass girl. I don't have a ratchet ass girl. I don't have the girl clubbing, coming. I'm not dating a girl who coming in the house 3 a.m. You're not dating a girl who coming out, you know what I'm saying, in the house. Louis, 3 a.m. Louis, let's be real with me. Louis, you never dated a girl who come in the house 3 a.m.
17. No.
So, and that's what my conversation from back in the day. And I'm gonna say this on. If you can put it on this, it's like
I'm stamping it. 18.
I'm just tired of the advice of what to do with a girl who come 3 a.m. when you got certain type of men who like, hey, we trying to progress. But we progress from the girl who doing that.
Let me add to it. I listen. I got the answer for you right now. Same way. It's that simple. Listen, the universal language of conversation and communication, what's required for everybody. Trust, respect, being accountable, individuality, all that shit does not matter whether you're a ratchet or not. You're a human being. This is what I require. I don't change nothing for nobody. I don't give you a pedestal. I might now, if I have an issue, if I first met you, I might give you a chance of trust. Once you break my trust, I don't give a fuck if you're a ratchet girl or a regular girl. I'm going to treat you exactly the same way. Earn that shit back. There's no, well, you're a good girl. I'm going to give you. No. Because if I don't treat you the way you're supposed to be treated, you will not learn the lesson. So if I feel that way, I'm going to speak regardless. It's not like, here's the thing, right? You can do something fucked up and the girl can do something the same way. And she's going to try to weigh the options like, but yours was. We're not doing that game. The game is, and I can attest this personally. I've done this shit. I said, look here. We're not doing that. Don't bring nothing up about me. What did you do? Own it. If you can't own what you did, then I'm not playing the game of weighing options. If I feel wronged, you're gonna make it right. The same way a woman stands on how she feels, regardless. So I'm not gonna change nothing either. I'm gonna stand on how I feel, because if I give in to how I feel, that subconsciously I'm a change towards you.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna let that happen. So we're gonna be 100 front and back. If you're wrong, own it, and we're gonna move forward. I'm not gonna make you feel bad for owning it, but move forward. But I'm gonna own it. And if I forgive you for your choice, I have to forgive you.
But okay, so I'm gonna teach you.
If I forgive you.
If I forgive you. But so I'm gonna talk to the men out here. For you to have that, you gotta both that. You have to both that. Like, you have to both that. Like, that female who knows how to move at that certain thing, and I'm not knowing your females. Y'all can slaughter me, y'all can do whatever, but you have to both that, because who can understand that? Like, you have to tell the female, like, hey, like, this is the outcome of this. This is the...
And stand on that shit.
The response of it.
And stand on it.
Yes.
And establish from the beginning. Don't wait. Don't be all soft in the beginning and then all of a sudden, I'm tough. No. Be who you are for the whole time.
And I had to do that.
Establish who you are. I
had to do that because when I showed different emotions, I saw different expectations. You know what I'm saying? I noticed, I was like, okay, when I stand on this didn't change. But when I was kind of soft on this, I saw reflection on this. Like, I have to stand on this. Like, women, I'm not going to say females, women, y'all the backbones. Y'all got it. Like, y'all got it. Like, if there's, I'm going to take my headphones off. If there's a strong man who has something going on, there's a woman involved. Y'all got that. Let's get past that. Please, let's get past that. If there's a man who has things going on, y'all got that. But I need the women who don't have that and the man who don't have that to understand that to get to that level, that it has to be that relationship. Every man that I saw that was next level, or 6-figure, 7-figure, they had that woman. They always say that all the time, but understand that though. Like, women, y'all have to play your part. Men, y'all have to play your part. And women, it's only y'all. Y'all gonna have it. Like, it's a dick slinging contest, and y'all ain't got no dick. He's gonna blink that out. But it's a dick slinging contest because somehow, some way, we put y'all in a contest that we in competition with y'all, and we are not. We're not in a competition with y'all.
Can't be.
Y'all are women. Y'all are smart. So let y'all be what y'all be. But for y'all to have the men that y'all want the super nigga. Internet wants y'all to have the super nigga. Y'all want the nigga who go to the gym. Y'all want the nigga to do all this and all that. Make that nigga. Your nigga is going to do all that if you do the initial things that make him feel secure and that he don't have to look for somebody else. Think about that. I want to go to the gym. I want to fast. I want to do all this and all that. I want to bum my gal. If you put 6 months into a nigga and be like, I'm not looking at no other nigga, this the nigga who I will lift up any, y'all have the power to pee. Y'all have the power that y'all can change any nigga that y'all want to. Y'all have to put in y'all mind, if y'all see the potential in a nigga,
right,
and be like, okay, this nigga got something going on. He's a Mossberg, Montana. He make beats. He good. He got a city like he did this single. Let me see how he'll do if I move his ass, take his ass to Charlotte, put him in the house, make his ass walk, make his ass fall. You know
personal ass.
Hey, but that's real shit, because females, y'all need to understand that. I watch some real shit going on, and I did this for myself, but I watch a girl get along with this shit. Put a nigga on a diet, give a nigga a route, all this and all that, get a nigga in a situation, and if he a real nigga, he gonna respond to it.
Right, and I'll add to that, and I agree with it, but that's definitely also based off of communication and knowing who the person is. Don't make a guy who he's not. But if he has real that, nigga. Learn who he is, and don't try to change anybody.
I need that clip, real nigga.
He wants that clip.
I need that
Fire
clip.
Up.
Yes, and he could be like, "Why you said that clip?" Because
Go ahead.
I don't have to be the
30 seconds.
Nigga.
Cut that shit strong.
I don't have to be the realest nigga. But I've been a real nigga because when you give a real nigga opportunity, a real nigga gonna jump on that shit. You put me where I need to be at. I don't need the best female. I just need a female who kind of believes just this bit. So it could be any female, but if you believe this much and you got a real nigga, he will take it there.
Yeah.
So yes, I moved to Charlotte. Yes,
he moved to Charlotte.
He
got personal again.
I told my gal to fast. Yes,
personal again.
I told my gal to believe in God. She believe in God. Yes, we do herbals. We drink. We drink water. We on watermelon. Yes.
Let me add to it.
You know why you drink it? Hold on, right quick. You know why you drink alcohol right now? The reason why I can drink alcohol, I don't drink alcohol right now. I drink alcohol the most. Out the camera, nigga. I never. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't. He'll cut that. The reason I could drink alcohol right now because I don't drink alcohol all the time because we came up with a formula. Like the best thing that I did was I figured out what went on in my life and I made it work. I stay with a girl who I see 24/7. I don't do nothing about BMI. I can call my business partner. I can call this and all that.
What's BMI?
Ooh.
Just real quick, just so people know what's going on. 10 seconds.
Okay.
Quick second. What's a BMI? What's a BMI? Just give it quick so people hear it.
So let me tell y'all my shit. So BMI is how I get paid from royalties after a song is streamed. So let me tell y'all how I made my gal my best friend.
If a song got streamed, BMI is how you get paid after the song gets streamed.
So this is how I made my girl my best friend, and she did things that I didn't know. So in the midst of us finding out how good our relationship is, I'm sorry, because I'm stuttering, but y'all can hear this real.
He's drinking, he's good.
I said, baby, do you know anything about this? I give her my login to my BMI. She looked into it. She said, baby, I can do this. So I said, I do a new name, Baby Breeze. Baby Breeze told me, baby, that I used to get royalties. I done got royalties before. Baby Breeze told me that, baby, that there's 2 more ways that I can get paid in the back end. My gal told me that, baby, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to tell y'all why my gal is my gal. And I don't give a fuck if we break up, we do whatever, that I'm going to still give her props. I don't give a fuck what she do because this is real shit that all my other girls going to look at and they're going to be mad at this shit right here. You can cut that. Because I need a girl to realize this right here, like where I was weak at. I was weak at that shit.
So you're weak at your knowledge on certain things.
I'm weak at my knowledge on certain things. And before I went to the internet, and you know who was the partner who I went to the internet was my girlfriend. That shit feel good when you 12 o'clock at night on TikTok, and it started with herbs. I had health problems. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, that's what really locked me in because I was looking at herbs that could help my health problems.
You good.
And my girlfriend was there. My girlfriend was like, I didn't have the money for it. And it was $10, $20. My girl was like, I'm going to give the $10.
So let me jump in there for you. So whether it's the herbs or whether it's your knowledge regarding how you make your finances from your actual thing you love, she was willing to put her energy into it, and vice versa. You willing to do it?
Yes.
So we'll conclude with that, ladies. This is coming from a guy who I known for a long time, and I've known for a fact as well the things he requires is just y'all didn't know it. Point being is a woman gave him what he was looking for.
Yes.
He communicated to her what he wanted. She communicated with him what he wanted, and he was willing to do it. So whenever you get what you want, it's an equal it's transactional both ways. It's value.
It's 2:37 right now.
Right?
I don't want to call her. I promise you, I can call her right now. She's gonna pick up the phone.
We close now though. But like, just understand this: do your job, do your role based off of what he says. He does his job, and y'all can work out.